such a long way, darling. Let's not ruin it now. We've got so much time to go, so look around. I know they are always talking to the ground, but just remember all of the love we have found. It seems that someone's always talking, but none of that means shit to me. And we don't have a chance if we live like them, so why don't you come?
In this episode, G gets a new anchor and 75 metres of anchor chain for his birthday, and we spend the day installing it. We have a denaming ceremony for soon-to-be Everlong, and we come up with a new ceremony of our own. And in this folder right here, I have Australian registration and permission to sail from the Croatian Harbour Master, which means we're good to go, and we're going to take her out. How does it feel to be out in the boat?
Feels good.
Last sailor's Bonyana. And we're not really sailing and we're not really going very far. Weather's going bad, so we're going to go back in. We also had friends we met the week before coming for the denaming ceremony. But before we get into that, here's a snapshot of G's birthday. We got rid of our rusty anchor chain, and then we had to get the new chain from the end of the pier to the bow of our boat. It just mirrors it a lot of chain.
200 kilos of chain.
200 kilos of tangled mess. I learnt how to untangle chain and also learnt a thing or two about camera angles and when not to put the camera when you're bending over. Sorry about that.
Can I highlight what has happened here? The deeper waters in the depth below.
Finally untangled, we loaded the chain into our leaky dinghy and G paddled over to our boat. We put all 75 metres into the anchor locker when we realised we forgot to mark the anchor chain, so we've let it all back out again and we're going to start marking it with some rope. We stuffed it up, so we're doing it again. A few hours later, we finally had all 33 kilos of G's new anchor on the boat. We decided the middle of a storm was the best time for a denaming ceremony with the Cousins family.
Is there any type of music that has to be played during this?
No need to. We hum something. If you want to sing like Kumbaya or something. Just so you know,
Let's huddle together.
the first step of the ceremony is that you're supposed to remove the boat's name.
Shall I take
If you could take that and put that
I'm now
on
taking
your
the
boat.
documents off the boat.
So, this is your bit.
You've got one job, dude.
Right, one job.
Okay, firstly,
Who gets it
full
first?
blast to the honourable Neptune.
Well,
All
I'm
of
not
the
in a whole bottle, so
Well,
I'm going to split.
a little bit's got to be enough.
You're not on the way.
Cheers.
have to cheers with us.
Cheers.
So
I think so.
don't drink yet.
Cheers.
Neptune cheers as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you'll listen champagne over the edge.
Just
into the water. In the water. No, you have to. You have to. You need to go and pour that on the ground.
Do I have to put one down?
Yeah.
On the bow or over the bow?
On the bow. On the bow.
On the new anchor.
On the bow.
Along with the anchor, so...
Yes.
Oh.
All over it.
Why do I feel that's more for your anchor than Neptune?
He's a bit obsessed with his anchor, but it's okay.
So, on that note, I call this ceremony to a close, with the vessel no longer named in the ledger of the deed. To all the relevant gods, cheers.
After dinner and a few drinks, we learnt that when Cassie was little, she held a record of 45 minutes for holding onto a pole in their house. A pole holding competition ensued, which all visitors will now have to attempt to get their name in the visitors book.
46 seconds.
I'm using my cheek. There's too much hair on it, it's not holding.
They sweat off of it.
It is really painful.
Look, you've got 15 seconds already, so think positive.
It's at the beginning, it's really painful.
And after a while you get used to it.
Parents.
I held the record for a very short amount of time, until Cassie got back on the pole to show why she is the expert.
Okay, arms free, feet free, and it's all in the...
Current record sits at 5 minutes 24 seconds. It was super sad saying goodbye, but just a few hours later, we heard, "Are there any Aussies in there?" called down our companionway, and we met Philip.
Well, we've been planning to sail ourselves for about 3 years, and I've been constantly watching various videos of people sailing across the Atlantic and around the world.
For the last 3 years?
Yeah, these guys post a video, and I thought, oh, there's some more stupid Australians going to buy a boat and sail at home. And sure enough, I think, oh, that looks like our marina. And of course, we've just bought a boat here a month ago, and I see the hill sitting over there, and I see the stickers on the boat, and I think, I reckon I can find them, silly Aussies. And finally I find them. G-Man's been the detective on my boat and found a diesel leak, and then asked me to help him clean up his SHIT in his boat. So it's all been good.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. There were a few things we wanted to check out on soon to be Everlong, and we thought we'd change all the seacocks before heading into open water. So we pulled her out of the water and onto the hard.
We've just pulled the soon-to-be Everlong out of the water. We're going across and checking everything. And it doesn't look too bad, but we've got to cut the seacocks out and replace all of them. So I'm about to get the angle grinder and start that.
How's it going in here?
Well, there's better places I've been. It smells like a 10-year-old charter boat does.
Yeah, I bet it does.
We're trying to get the seacocks off, and this is the one that empties the toilet, and it's not pleasant.
Well, you really get all the good jobs on your...
Yeah, in full safety gear, you can tell it's been equipped properly.
Just giving the big girl her yearly sponge bath. Dirty girl. Buy a boat, they said. It'll be fun.
What are you working on in there, T?
I'm trying to get where we're going to put the new seacocks in. I'm trying to get the surface prepped so that they can stick on there.
Interesting.
It's pretty fun.
And I'm also doing something similar with the through-hull fitting for the speed transducer.
Egg whites on the prop, egg yolks in our bellies. What you doing?
Testing all the seacocks.
Couldn't hold my arms up any longer, but I'm really wet. Did it work?
You can take it off, yeah.
So we're hoping in the next couple of days get back in the water. Rowan and Caroline come this afternoon, and then we'll have a crew, and we're going to go sailing and hopefully get to anchor somewhere.
Oh, no, it's so close.
She's got the toes.